with another edition of your Don't Listen podcast. And yes, I'm still in the building. The other two had to work. So, like I said in the last video, whenever I gotta do it by myself, it will get done. So I'm here by myself, just me and you good people. So, y'all know as of now, we've been doing these sports lists. You know, we try to knock it out the box for y'all. So, unfortunately, the other guys aren't here. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give y'all my perspective on these players. I'm going to give y'all the stats, why I think they deserve to be in the position they are in. Yes. Yes, we're going to do it like that. What could I say? I appreciate everybody that's still enjoying the content. If that's what you're doing, I appreciate everybody that comes and watches it and listens and just let y'all know y'all are appreciated. And like I said before, we're not just going to do politics and general conversations. For all the newcomers, we do sports as well. And right now, we've been doing lists. So if you haven't been caught up at the moment, or till the moment, go back and watch the ones that we did already. So, what I will say to you, we are on, to me, the most important position on the basketball court, other than your big man, I would say will be the guy who put all the points in the basket, or the majority of the points in the basket, the guy that is the catalyst for the success of your team. Because ever since I've been watching basketball, it's been really three positions that really determine if you're going to win or lose, you know, in any situation that you're in. And those situations back in the day used to be the center. Now it's more so focused on the wing players, which is your small forward and your shooting guard, you know. And right now, up to this point, we did all those other spots. We did centers first, we did power forwards, we did smalls, and we did point guards. And in my opinion, we left the best for last. So without further ado, let's get to the list. Who I got coming in, let me grab my notes. Who I got coming in at number 10. Now, I don't, hold on. Before we get started, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but we had some disagreements on where players fit and where they go. You know, like Ray, in the last one we did point guards, he had Allen Iverson down as a point guard. On this list, I have him down where I think his position is shooting guard, okay? And I'm going to have him on here. He's definitely not 10. And we also had another one where KG had Tracy McGrady on his as a small forward, and on mine, I got him listed as a shooting guard, as well as my 9 and 10 spots were both in different podcasts considered a small forward. On mine, I consider them shooting guards, so which I think is the most important part of the, you know, scoring on the team. All right, so at number 10, I got Tracy McGrady. 7-time All NBA selections, 7 All-Star appearances, 1 Most Improved Player, Also 72nd in scoring, 111th in assists, 147th in blocks, and 235th in rebounds. Now, with those numbers, they ain't super gaudy, right? But Tracy McGrady is the type of guy that you actually had to see play to get the gist of his situation. I mean, he, to me, was a preeminent scorer of a generation. And when he was at his prime and when he wasn't injured, easily a top 5 best player in the league. I would say top 3 at the time. And yeah, I mean, Tracy McGrady was a beast. Now, don't just take my word for it, good people. On this one, I'm going to also step up the production a little bit. I'm going to give y'all some video on each one of these players. Since I don't have the other guys here, I think I'll give you guys a little bit more to look at and and see what I'm talking about, because I know it's a lot of young people out there. So some of these players we talking about is old heads right now, and they was in a prime right now. The league will look completely different, and that's just my opinion. But excuse me. But at number 10, I have Tracy McGrady, smooth operator, if you know what I mean. When he was on the court, he made it look easy. No matter who was guarding him, you couldn't stop him. Stop playing with Tracy McGrady, okay? At number 9. Now, there's people out here saying the human highlight film, which was Dominique Wilkins, right? And if you know your basketball, you know what I'm talking about when I say the human highlight film. But if there was ever anybody that I think could take that nickname and make it their own, will be this guy at my number 9 spot. I got Vince Carter. Vince Carter. I mean, a lot of times, a lot of people, they ain't get to see Vince. Like, he ain't retired till a few years ago. That speaks to how great of a player he was. But the brother been in the league long as hell. I don't know if he got 20 years in, but it's probably 20 years. And if it's not, it's close to it, and he might have more. That's how good of a player Vince Carter is. Played to, a late, ripe old age of 40. And he was a bad man. I mean, I never seen somebody jump over another player and dunk the ball, let alone I never seen nobody do any of the dunks that he did until he did them. Now, it's a lot of dunkers. We had a lot of dunkers in the sport of the NBA. But in all honesty, in my opinion, my humble opinion, the best dunker that I ever seen dunk a basketball was Vince Carter. And if you don't believe me, you can go back and look at his highlights, which I might have some in here. I'm going to try to put some highlights in this for y'all of each player while I'm talking about them. And yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it ain't too many people that I would rather play with, and rather maybe the whole league play with. He became a OG on the teams for the young boys down there in Atlanta, and everywhere he went at a ripe old age. But people forget how Vince Carter was a focal point in Toronto and New Jersey. The man could ball, y'all. It wasn't just dunks. He had the game, the 3-point game. He take you to the lane and do something nasty to you. Vince Carter coming in at the number 9 spot. At number eight, y'all. Now, this brother, to me, doesn't get nowhere near. Hold up. I ain't even give y'all Vince's numbers. Let me go back to Vince's numbers. 2 All-NBA selections, 8 All-Star appearances, 19th all-time in scoring, 176 in assists, 76 in assists, 138th in rebounds, okay? That was the Bull Vince Carter. Now, number 8, like I was saying, number 8, I think this brother don't get enough credit for how great of a basketball player he was. And it really takes a lot for me to even say this, because for a very, very long time, honestly did not like this man. Oh my God, he gave me so much pain in the playoffs. If you don't know who I'm talking about Reggie the Thriller Miller, okay? The Thriller Miller, okay? Now, Reggie, you know, he killed my Knicks so many times. I know I'm gonna get some some jokes about this when the guys watch it back. But yeah, I remember specifically in one playoff game where Reggie Miller, and like, I don't know, it was probably like 20 some seconds left. He hit like 3 threes and killed us in a game. He got the ball, came down, shot a 3, went in. He got the ball, he stole the out of bounds ball, went right back to the 3-point line. Not only did he weave through some people, he went back to the 3-point line, shot another 3, and then somehow or another, he got another ball. They gave it right back to him. He hit another 3, beat the Knicks in the playoffs. Reggie Miller, man, one of the best shooters of all time on the 3-ball, hands down. You know, one of the best I have ever seen do it with the game on the line. Reggie Miller, stop playing with his name. Okay, Reggie Miller was a killer. He broke my heart a couple times messing with them Knicks, man. And, you know, everybody in that generation know they had to go through the guy I think is the best all time at the position, but we're going to get to him. But everybody ran into that joker, and he made a lot of people sad. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, at my number 8, I got Reggie Miller. Squig of beer, people. Tastes good. Yes, yes. At my number 7. Man, listen. Another great shooter. Known for saving LeBron's ass against his against the Spurs in the playoffs when he hit a 3, took the game in the OT, and they came back and won the series. Ray Allen. Now, the reason why I say Ray Allen is so underappreciated because a lot of people really didn't pay attention to Ray till he got on the Celtics. Now, real basketball heads paid attention when he got to the Celtics. But his guys that really only know him from the Celtics and from the Heat. But little do you know, the brother played for Milwaukee, and he also played for Seattle Supersonics, okay? Now, people only know him for shooting a three, but early in his career, it was Glenn Robinson, Sam Cassell, Ray Allen, and the Milwaukee Bucks. And that was like one of the first big threes where they really started talking about the big threes. I mean, Ray used to drop 25 a night, people, killing them, had the moves. He played in a movie, with Denzel, you know what I mean? And he was a basketball player and everything, but people don't understand. Ray really did it like that. The boy used to be able to jump out the gym, dunk the ball on your head, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? For Seattle, he was just dropping numbers. That's when he went on his own, tried to win something for, make a name for himself after he left the Bucks, because he had to share the limelight with Glenn Robinson and Sam Cassell, where, those teams, I don't know how they was in the mix, but they just couldn't get over the hump until Ray Allen got, with Boston, and he got with Miami with Brown in them. So yeah, Ray Allen, 2 NBA titles, 2 all NBA selections, 10 All-Star appearances. So that goes to show you his career wasn't just with LeBron and them. The man got 10 All-Star appearances on his own. Okay, 24th in scoring, 53rd. Look how low these numbers is. 24th in scoring, to let you know what I was saying is true. The man was bad on the court, not just a three-point specialist. Excuse me. 53rd in steals. He played D good, people. 94th in assists, which means he distributed the basketball. 237th in rebounds, and you shouldn't expect rebounds from that position. So at the end of the day, people need to talk more about Ray, you understand? Because he was more than just a three-point specialist. He was all-around great basketball player. And I think his name, it goes without the adulation and the admiration that it deserves. So shouts out to one of my favorite players, Ray Allen, from back in the day. Stop playing. At number 6. Number 6. Who you got? I got James Harden. Now, I felt real crazy putting him over Ray. And everybody that been watching thus far, y'all know I be putting players, and then I say some stuff to them. This is going to be one of those moments where I say something to one of the players. James Harden, okay? The reason why I have him over Ray is because James Harden has some time to add to his resume. In this league where everybody got recency bias, they forget about the oldies, the old players that really put in the work and got a whole, body of work that you could look at and say, hey, this guy should be higher on the list, or this guy should be higher on the list. But I put James Harden here out of potential. Only reason why I say that is because he's on a team that I also like, other than the Knicks. Unfortunately, I have also been, I don't know what it is with me. I'll be like a fan of underachieving teams. Like I'm a Cowboys fan. I've been hearing it. Oh my God, this football season gonna be crazy, y'all. But oh man, Knicks fan. I like the Sixers. Is who I'm talking about, and the reason why I'm talking to James Harden right now. James freaking Harden, okay, brother. You're over there with Joel Embiid. You got a bona fide superstar playing with you. And for many, many years, I know you carried Houston to absolutely nothing. But when you go to Philly, those fans expect championships when they sign players of your stature. Now, I'm not saying you ain't capable of doing it. This is the reason why I'm talking to you. Brother, don't waste Joel Embiid, man. This brother is he going crazy, balling out of control. Come on, man. You got an opportunity with a bona fide second guy that can help you win. Do what you need to do to help this brother, man. You can't be going out there half-ass efforts on defense. You can't be going out there half-ass with the shooting. You know what I mean? If you ain't gonna make it, you don't be a facilitator, brother. If you can't shoot no more, facilitate. You're a very good passer, and I think that's another way you can help the team. Come on, James. Come on, James. Hold on. I gotta give him my soldier clap. Come on, James. Let's go. Let's go. Sixers, let's go. All right, let's get to his numbers. 1 league MVP, 6 all NBA first team selections, 9 all-star appearances, 1 six-man of the year award, 32nd in scoring, 41st in assists, and 62nd in steals. So you got defense, brother. When you wanted to play it, your numbers say you could play some defense. And you could pass the ball. And if your scoring is dropped off, there's other ways you can help the team. Sorry for the interruption, folks. We are down to number 5 and halfway through the list. Now we ready to get to the shit. Okay. Let me have a sip. You know what I mean? Very refreshing. Yes, so at number 5, I got Clyde the Glide Drexler. 1 NBA title, 5 All-NBA selection, 10 All-Star appearances, 8th in steals all time, 38th in scoring all time, 34th in assists all time. Excuse me, 130th in rebounds and blocks, 172nd. But like I said, from that position, you don't expect that. But what can I say about Clyde the Glide? Well, what I do remember is that the man could fly, literally fly through the air. Now, I know at the time, there was a lot of comparisons. A lot of people was comparing him to Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan pretty much took exception to that. You know what I mean? And when he played the Portland Trailblazers, I mean, you want to talk about being special and taking it to another level. That's what Jordan did. But we are here to talk about Clyde. All right, Clyde, to me, great scorer and everything. Great, dunker of the basketball. But it was just something about him, in my opinion, where he never really reached his full potential. And it wasn't from lack of playing with great players. He had, I mean, those Portland teams, crazy. Cliff Robinson, Buck, what was his name? Buck Williams. Uh, he had Terry Porter, which is a whole nother thing in itself. Very underrated player, Terry Porter. I mean, that Portland team was deep. And when I mean they underachieved, Jesus Christ. They really underachieved. And I think Clyde is one of those guys who was more than capable of carrying his team to a championship, but just never did. And what I will say about Clyde the Glide is that he, you know, he should have been a lot better than what he was. I'll say that. And he did win a chip when he went to Houston. Played with, to me, who I think is probably the second best center of all time, Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, it doesn't matter how you get it or how late you get it, as long as you get it. He did put in work, though, people. And when I say he had, like, the jumping ability, like some of these guys you see today where a guy jump over a car and dunk the basketball in these slam dunk contests, this guy literally was flying from the free throw line, just like MJ. Had the look of a MJ while he was doing it, but just wasn't MJ. So I'll give Clyde the Glide some love because to me, he's the fifth best shooting guard of all time. Do I think his career should have been some more championships involved? I think so. But like I said, everybody ran into a buzzsaw and Michael Jordan was his name. Okay, so that's Clyde the Glide. And we're on to number 4. Number 4, good people. Number 4, good people. Now, when I say this guy here is one of my favorite ballers of all time, and this is the one me and my son Ray got twisted over in the point guard section. But when I say, you know, one of my favorite players of all, somebody that I enjoy watching more than anybody else, I will say that. If you had to take a player and you say, hey, who would you like to watch? Who is your favorite player to watch other than the higher flyers? Like, you know, everybody love to see the dunks. Me particularly, I love dunks, but to me, the guy had so much more than dunks. His game spoke for itself. When he entered the floor, was probably the shortest guy on the floor 90% of the time. But the stature of a person is not just based off of height. And most aspects of life and everything you do is based off your will, your determination, and your heart. How much heart do you got? And that's what he used to say, man, I got heart. And he definitely loved the city that he played most of his career in. And he changed the culture in basketball as well, where everybody on the sideline was wearing suits and everything. My man broke out the white tees. And people keep saying, I don't know who brought out white tees, but I know who made them famous. You know what I'm saying? With the cornrows. Stop playing with his name. The legend, you understand? City of Philly, y'all need to stand up for your man, Allen Iverson. Yes, yes, yes. Allen Iverson coming in at my number 4 and my second favorite player that I think of all, my favorite list. Like he's my second favorite player and he's the most player that I love to watch play basketball. He then at my number 4 and my second favorite player that I think of all, my favorite list. Like he's my second favorite player and he's the most player that I love to watch play basketball. He made the game look easy. He had dudes on skates, hit him with that crossover. Bam, bam, get out the way, man. Bam, bam, get out the way, man, because Allen Iverson wasn't playing. He used to go down in the jungle with the big trees, you understand? And he played where wasn't no touch fouls. Everybody crying when you get touched, getting flagrants for regular fouls. He played where jokers, you come through that lane, you got to get knocked on your butt. You understand? And I'm talking about he went in there with no fear, reckless abandonment, anything to get a win. Took a team that I don't know if anybody at that time could have did that. Took a team where he was putting up half of the damn points from the whole team every night. Every night. And the other guys put in the rest. Took them all the way to a finals. You know what I'm saying? Where, if it wasn't for AI, man, Sixers would have been a joke for many years, just another team. But AI carried that team. He carried that organization. He carried the city of Philly on his back. He loved that city. Still talk about him today. He loved his fans, you understand? And he's my second favorite basketball player and the most player you love to watch. I got some stats for my man AI. 1 league MVP, 7 all NBA selections, 11 all-star appearances, 14th all-time in steals, 25th all-time in scoring, and 48th in assists. The boy was mean. He led the league in steals for a few years, man. He played defense. Little guy was in the mix with the big dogs. And that's when that Chihuahua went and bit the big dog on the ass. That's what he did. Went to Lakers, and in that first game, man, he had them shook because he went out there and won that game literally almost by himself. And I can't put enough praise on the guy because I'm probably not going to say enough to AI, to his greatness. He need to know that the people that was watching basketball when he was in the league and doing his thing, people appreciated AI for the culture that he changed and that reckless abandonment that he played with. So salute to the OG AI. You know what I mean? Salute to you, brother. Great career, great all-around person. I love watching him. And yes, my number 4 player on the list. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Excuse me. Damn. Yeah, man. Top 3. Top 3. Man, I wish AI would have had somebody to play with. He will be in this spot easily. But coming in at number 3, I got Dwayne Wade County, baby. Stop playing. 3 NBA titles, 1 Finals MVP, 8 All NBA selections, 13 All-Star appearances, 3 All Defensive second teams, 30th in scoring and steals, 43rd in assists, and 128 in blocks. All right, so what can I say about Dwayne Wade? Blocks. All right, so what can I say about Dwayne Wade? Now, I remember him being down there lonely over there with some old heads in Miami. He had Lonzo Mourning and all these old heads down there. And I was like, man, it's a shame. It's a shame this guy ain't got nobody to rock with him, because Dwayne Wade was another one of those guys that could jump out the gym when his knees worked. And he was a bad mofo, okay? Could score with the best of the guys that was in the league in his time. He was doing his thing and everything. Then he had something fall into his lap. Shaquille O'Neal. Oh, yeah. Shaquille O'Neal fell in his lap, ended up down there in Miami. And when I tell you, this was that, when he got that Finals MVP, when I tell you it was nothing you could do with Dwayne Wade, Wade County, baby, coming down there, he going to throw the hammer down. The man was nice with the handles, you know what I'm saying? And just all around good basketball player. And nothing you could take from him. The brother is a good brother. You know what I mean? He out here did his damn thing. And yeah, once he got Shaq, boom, championship. Because back then in the NBA, you see how guys teaming up and you needed 2 guys. You know what I mean? Once Dwayne got Shaq, it was over. It wasn't nothing to stop them. They surrounded him with shooters, and they went to work, won a championship. And then, oh my God, you talking about falling into your lap. You go and get freaking Chris Bosh and LeBron freaking James on the same team with Dwayne Wade, 4-year run. I think they should have had 4 titles because of the stature of the players. But, they got 2 out of it. And Dwayne Wade was a big contributor. His health started failing him, and LeBron had to pick up more of the weight. But, when Wade was in his prime and nothing wrong with him, not another player that I would take on my team. I would definitely take a Wade type of guy. Man, he's a good guy. He was a great player. You know what I mean? He's still out here doing great things, man. So shout out to Dwayne Wade. Wade County, stop playing. All right. Oh, man. This one really hits me for who I got at number 2. Because it's not very few celebrities or people of stature and high, high name recognition that I would say literally I really felt sad about, like when they passed away. Like it's like, how you see a guy, I'm pretty sure all of y'all are sports fans, but you see a guy when they first start their career. And for all you young fellas now, it'll be a guy like, let me see, Ja Morant. You watching him now when he first started. And then you see 20 years 20 years of greatness, you know, unbelievable on the court, unbelievable off the court. And I don't care about you suckers that want to say something about some transgression. I'm here to tell you this brother transcended the sport to me, because there's nobody I know. It's nobody I know that would see a guy and be like, yeah, I want to be that great, maybe even better than that guy. And I think he had the ability to do that if he had some better teams. We'd be talking about some other people in a different light. But I know everybody want to know who I'm talking about. I am talking about my number 2 all-time greatest shooting guard at the position, Kobe Bean Bryant. Yeah. Rest in peace, good brother. Rest in peace, you and your daughter. Condolences to your family. Now, like I said, it ain't too many celebrities or people with high name recognition and that I would say that I was really sad when that happened. Him and his daughter passing away, and rest in peace to the other people that was in that helicopter. I was genuinely messed up. And it was a point when I was watching a memorial where a tear actually fell from my face. Because there's very few players, I look at Kobe like I look at Allen Iverson. You want to talk about determination, the freaking will to win, saying you're going to do something and going out there and doing it. Man, I know a lot of people, don't know, or the young people don't know. All they know is LeBron James, right? And this is the problem I have with a lot of people today. It's like recency bias, right? Everybody want to talk about GOAT James. LeBron James is the GOAT, right? Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless always arguing about who is the GOAT. It's real convenient for everybody to just skip over Kobe. And I'm here to make that argument right now because a lot of people don't give Kobe the proper respect. Now, I know a lot of people will say, yo, I love Kobe Bryant, and, how could you say such a thing? But everybody ready to skip over him, just give it to LeBron James. Now, granted, LeBron went to the finals a whole lot. He did that. Not knocking that brother at all. He's a great player. He's the best to me in the league right now. But when y'all talking about GOAT conversations, who would you have on your Mount Rushmore before you even get to LeBron? Because LeBron is still freaking playing. And this is the problem I got with all these recency bias people. You understand? And then people always want to go with tradition. Oh, we got to have an old head in there, right? But by the time he played in the league, the effort he put on that court, the all-time great games that he had, let alone him and Shaq's dominance when he was in LA, people really forget about Kobe Bean Bryant and don't be bringing his name up as one of the greatest of all time. I watch these sports shows. Well, I used to. I don't watch them too much anymore, but I watch these sports shows and they go right from Mike. They go to GOAT James. Go to Mike and then talk about somebody else. Like they skip right over Kobe and forget the greatest player. Like LeBron was still in the league when Kobe was still at his peak and still putting up numbers. But they act like it didn't even happen. It's like they whitewashing him. You know, when he died, they give condolences to the family and this and that. They did all that. And when his anniversary came up, they talked about him and this and that. But let's talk about basketball. Let's talk about basketball. 5 chips. That's one more than LeBron James right now. Played with one team and did the damn thing. When Kobe could have left and got with some other guys and did what all these jokers doing today, Kobe stuck with the one team, had some mishmash players and 2 of his titles, and carried them to championships. So when all you people running out, I know I might get some shit on this one, all the LeBron James fans and this and that. When y'all want to be quick to dismiss and forget with the recency bias how great of a player Kobe Bryant was, I'll say this to you. Put the numbers side by side. Look at the impact of this player and that player at their prime and tell me, do you see really a big difference? They are, to me, 2 different players. Now, when you talk about LeBron James as the greatest small forwards of all time, one of the top 5 best basketball players maybe of all time, you can't have that conversation without putting Kobe in there because he carried the freaking league. When his OG started getting old, he carried the freaking league. The Lakers was being carried by him when he had some guys on his team that you could say marginal players or players with, that shouldn't even won chips. They won chips, And when he had Shaq there for that 3-peat, that dynasty, man, y'all need to stop playing with Kobe's name. Y'all act like it didn't happen. Y'all real quick to throw all the adulation on LeBron and forget Kobe Bryant was there before him, just as long as him, did just great things as he did, was a great ambassador for the game of basketball. Like I was watching this guy, another YouTube, and he was talking about Kobe. And I agree with everything he said. His name is Dreamers. I think it's Dreamers Pro. He speak on basketball. Yeah, I was watching him and he was talking about Kobe. I agree full and wholeheartedly what he was saying about Kobe. Because people act like, he was just a regular guy. And he wasn't. And he was great for many years. So let's get into his numbers. Kobe Bryant, 5 NBA titles, 2 Finals MVP with freaking Shaquille O'Neal on the freaking team with him, okay? 1 league MVP, 11 All-NBA first team selections, 18 All-Star appearances, 9 All-Defensive first team selections, okay? So for 9 years in a row, the best player at that position on defense, okay? And that's where all these other guys could get lost in the sauce at, because there's only one other guy that I would say that even played defense like he did, and there's the person that he emulated. Okay? 4th in scoring. Stop playing. 16th in steals. Stop playing. 31st in assists. For all you people that say all he did was gun, it looked like he passed the ball a lot to me. Okay, 108th in rebounds, 196 in blocks, but that ain't the point. 9 all defensive first team selections. What you got to say about that, Jack? Okay, and I don't know too many people's numbers that even compare with that. But let's go beyond the numbers. Let's talk about the eye test. For the people that seen Kobe and know what he gave you when he stepped on the court, yeah, he missed some late game balls winning, but who hasn't? But just the fact that he said, my name, Kobe, give me the rock, I'm going to drop it in there. And did it consistently for a long period of time. And listen, it ain't too many more players in an all-time great list that you could put over Kobe Bean. Okay? An all-time great list, regardless of positions. I'm talking about great player. Y'all need to stop playing with Kobe name and put some respect on his name. You know, those biased guys, they got like relationships with certain players. Oh, he the GOAT. He the GOAT. Yeah, go. Oh, go. Oh, go. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I really enjoy watching LeBron play and everything like that. His career's not over yet, right? He could got an opportunity to win some more chips. But when you talk about Kobe, put some respect on that man's name. Y'all act like he don't exist, and y'all real quick to go to your recency bias and say LeBron James is the GOAT. And come on, cut it the fuck out. Kobe was doing all those great things that he did. Carried some Laker teams when Shaq was in. A lot of people forgot how many times Shaq fouled out of games. And Kobe had to finish that joint. Okay? Stop, man, listen, stop it. Okay? Just stop it. Kobe Bean Bryant, my number two greatest NBA shooting guard of all time. Man, it's rough doing this joint by yourself, people. I'm getting through it though. We getting through it. We getting to it. You understand? Okay. We get another sip. Thank you. And excuse me for making y'all wait. All right. Number freaking 1. I think everybody know who it is. You know, I think everybody know who it is. It goes without being said. It's the guy I just talked about emulated to a T. I've never seen somebody do that, by the way. Kobe, you are you did the damn thing, man. I've never seen nobody say, yeah, I'm gonna be just like that guy. I'm gonna try to even be better than that guy. So rest in peace to Kobe Bean Bryant and his daughter, and to the rest of those people on that, helicopter. Condolences to your family. But this guy here was everybody consensus, except for maybe Shannon Sharp, but the GOAT, and let's make no doubt about this, okay? It's let's not make any qualms about this. The best shooting guard of all goddamn time is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. All right. All right. Michael Jordan, 6 NBA titles, 6 finals MVPs. Okay, that means every freaking finals he was a part of, he was the best player. Even in his 30s, old man supposedly still was the best player on the court. 10 all NBA selections, first team, not second team, first team. 10 years of that. Excuse me, 14 all-stars. Now, it would have been more. It would have been more, but people forget he took 2 years off. Easily would have been 16. Those 2 years that he took off easily could have been 16 all-star selections. Easily could have been 2 more titles. A lot of people don't get that. Olajuwon didn't win his titles until Jordan took off. And if those Bulls and Jordan was still on the court, they would have beat those Rockets. So, yes, okay. Got a defensive player of the year, which means he was best defender on the court one year at the shooting guard position. The only other player I could even put close to that is the glove Gary Payton, where he won one at the point guard position. But Jordan won NBA Defensive Player of the Year from the shooting guard position. It means he was the best player in the friggin' league that year, okay? 9 all-defensive first teams and a few when he got on the second team. 9 all-defensive first teams. Stop playing with Mike, okay? That's defense, folks. That's like I dream if I could be like Mike, yeah, he did that shit for 9 all defensive first team for 9 years. Best player at the position playing defense, let alone the offense he was giving you. And a lot of people the young folks now, if y'all don't know those Bulls, all y'all know Michael Jordan was this and he was that. Those Bulls teams won the games off of defense. Him and Scottie Pippen, to me, probably the best duo in NBA history. They were a menace on the court. I remember it was games where they shut guys down at half court and they was taking turns stealing the ball from people, going and dunking and doing whatever else they was doing, getting fouled or whatever. But I remember it was one Olympic game, Mike and Pippen just these guys down, shut them down. They couldn't even freaking score. That's how good those two guys were together. And when they had a team where the other guys didn't care, they was just there to make those little pop shots here and there. Man, the Bulls were crazy. The Bulls was crazy, and I hated them. They used to kill my Knicks. Oh, my God. Mike, between Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller, man, I could not stand them back in the day. I love them now. But back in the day, man, I hated their freaking guts. And that's facts. You know, I hated their guts. They killed my Knicks teams and, man, sent me to the speakeasy to get me some drinks a few times, that damn Michael Jordan. But yes, man. Let's see. 3rd in steals all time. Okay. 3rd in steals. I mean, I'm trying to tell y'all, the man played defense. Like the scoring he did was amazing. But the defense with something else. Oh, look at this. Got a guy on the phone right now. Kenny, I am recording KG.
Yo, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, what's going on, cuz?
I am recording right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You got some breaking news for the pod. Donovan Mitchell traded to the Cavaliers.
Wow. Oh wow. Say it a little louder, because I got the phone next to the mic. Let the people know what just happened.
Yeah, man, that three-time All-Star Donovan Mitchell's been traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Colin Sexton and Mark for the whiteboard marketing.
Oh shit.
And I think a couple draft picks as well, but I ain't sure.
Damn.
Let's go ahead and finish up what you're doing, man. Go ahead and hit me later.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you right back. I got probably another 20 minutes to finish and I'll be done.
All right, cool.
Good looking. That was y'all boy KG calling in with the news. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. So let's get back to it. NBA ranked third in steals, fifth in scoring. We ain't had no number ones in a while, but fifth in scoring, y'all. 47th in assists. So just like Kobe, everybody want to paint Mike as a gunner. They want to paint Kobe as a gunner. They pass the ball. Look how high they are in assists. And the players that they was around finished when they got the ball. So stop playing with that. 123rd in blocks, 131st in rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, Mike, what can you say about Mike? Take flight. You know what I'm saying? The shoes, the apparel, owns a basketball team. You know what I mean? Down there in Charlotte, Mike, and please get that young boy down there some players so they can show out. You know what I mean? Lonzo Ball down there doing this thing. Okay, Mike, get him some players so he can try to have a chance to win. All right, but Michael Jordan hasn't been known as the great GM, but neither was Phil Jackson. So same shit. Yeah, Mike. I mean, what can you say? Mount Rushmore of basketball, got to put Mike on there. You understand? He is the GOAT. Most name recognition basketball player of all time. Even more known to the young people right now with the crying emoji. Like they got him crying and everything. That wasn't right, y'all. That wasn't right. Whoever made that emoji or that GIF, that shit is funny, but that wasn't right, man. But Mike, yeah, Mike, like I said, he killed all my Knicks teams. Greatest player in my opinion of all time at any position. Yeah, I mean, all those great players' names that we said in other lists, the reason why they don't got championships, some of them don't have any, like Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller. Who else could I say that he beat? Clyde Drexler, Karl Malone. Shit. I mean, the list goes on, folks. And when the great Larry Bird saw him, he said, yo, that is Jesus with a basketball. And Mike made Larry and Magic be like, yeah, you got it, young fella. It's your turn. You know what I'm saying? So not only did Larry and Mike, Larry and Magic bring the league back, but Mike carried it for years and years and still contributing to the game that we all love, the NBA. And Yeah, good people. I mean, what can I say? The best of all time. At any position, number one on our shooting guards list. And we left this one for last. It's really a shame that we couldn't have the guys on here. To give you their list, because I mean, I'm pretty sure maybe the top 4, 3 might have been a little switched up here and there, but would have been pretty much the same. So yeah. Top 10 NBA shooting guards of all time. I'll break it down for y'all again. At number 10, I had Tracy. At number 9, I had Vince Carter. At number 8, I had Reggie Miller. At number 7, I had Ray Allen. At number 6, I had James Harden. Do what you need to do, Harden. Stop playing. At number 5, I had Clyde the Glide Drexler. 4th, I had Allen Iverson. Number 3, I had D. Wade. Wade counted. Number 2, Kobe Bryant. And number 1, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Okay. What can I say, good people? What can I say? It has been a pleasure to do sports talk for y'all. And this is the end of the NBA list, but it is not the end of sports talk. We got NFL season coming up. We're going to get into that. Sorry for the lack of content. I'll talk to y'all about that on another pod because your boy is going through some things right now. I just found out some things that I need to take care of as far as my health. It's the reason why I've been putting out pods as much as I have been, running back and forth to the doctors and stuff like that. So, that's something we'll get into in another pod if I even get into it. But, yeah, life is crazy, y'all. Enjoy every moment that you have.
A rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land.
Enjoy your mothers, your fathers while you have them.
A rich man's world.
Enjoy your brothers and sisters. Have that family camaraderie.
A rich man's world.
Enjoy your friends. If you got some real ones. And if you don't, enjoy them too. At the end of the day, what can I say? Life is not a game you play, but if you have to play, play to win. Take care of yourself, good people. Don't worry about nobody else. If they ain't blood, and even some that are blood, keep it pushing regardless. You understand? I want to wish all of y'all peace on your journey. And boy, has it been a long one these last 2 years with COVID and everything else. But I see we gonna get out of this rut one way or the other. And whichever way it be, live your life, man. Live your life. Don't worry about nothing. Enjoy your people. And be good to one another. Because, some people you'll never get back. So treat people how you want to be treated. You'll never get these people back. So peace to you all on your journey. This has been your Don't Listen podcast with your boy TP. Stop playing. Get where you ain't. We go hard in the paint. It ain't what you heard, is what you think. You understand? And I'm out. Peace. One.